here we go. Wow.
Wow. Thank you for having us in your home.
Yes.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for choosing our powwow for your day trip, for what you did. We are honored that you're here. This would have been like the home of a warrior and his family. Probably maybe his wife, a couple of kids. Sometimes they would have multiple wives. And people say, oh, really? Well, and that would happen if my next door neighbor didn't come back from a battle. It would be my responsibility to take his family on and take care of his family. So his wife would be my wife. His children would be my children. That's why when Native people say it is a good day to die, they knew that the people left behind would always be taken care of. They could go into battle and give it their all. So that's how a second wife could happen. And the second wife would probably sleep over here with her children if her children were small. I would sleep over here with my wife, okay? And then my children or guests would sleep on this side. The entire floor would be covered with these buffalo hides. So that's a buffalo hide there to give you an idea of the size of a buffalo. And those would be on the floor. That would be our carpeting. We would also cover up with those. The fire would never go out in the wintertime. We would not have our fire on top of Mother Earth. We would have it inside Mother Earth. We would dig a deep hole. We would remove all the grass. We would line it with stones. We'd put the grass back on top. So when the fire and the flames are about a foot high coming off the wood, the top of that flame would only be level with Mother Earth, which would protect the people that are living in here. The cinders aren't popping and landing on people that are sleeping.
So you wouldn't die.
Yeah, exactly. We're living inside of a chimney.
Right.
That's why it's shaped like this. We open up. That's a smoke flap. Okay. That's why the smoke goes right out through the flap.
So how deep would you go down? A foot?
We'd go down probably a foot or two.
Wow.
And probably a foot or two. And that way there, it would, but it would heat the stones. We'd have a heated floor.
It's amazing.
And we lived, like I said, we lived off the buffalo. This would be my altar. This is where I would rest my pipe if I was going to use my prayer pipe. Buffalo gave us everything. We honor that spirit of the buffalo. That buffalo was put there, and we used every single part of that buffalo was used for our survival. Our first teepees were all buffalo hides. As the teepee started to deteriorate and the hide started to get weak in certain areas, the woman would cut a big piece of that hide off the teepee, and she'd make moccasins or bags with it.
Nothing went to waste.
Nothing went to waste. And then she would, the next buffalo hunt, they would put another piece, sew it back on. They became canvas in the late 1800s once the soldiers started burning all the teepee villages and once they started massacring the buffalo. When they were forced on the concentration camps, which are the reservations, when they were forced there.
Kind of like us Jews.
Yeah. Well, they were given military tents,
Sure.
and we wouldn't sleep in the military tents. So the woman would cut up the military tents and they made teepees out of the canvas. Or they used old covered wagon tops, sewed them all together, made teepees that way. So there was many reasons why they were canvas. So they've been canvas ever since the late 1800s, ever since the massacre of the buffalo, ever since the burning of the camps, so on and so forth. At the end of every teepee village, there'd be a big bone dump. All our bones would get thrown into it. The woman would harvest the meat, all the bones from feasting, and all the meats would go into the bone piles. That was our Home Depot for us. That was our hardware store. We needed a tool or a weapon, we'd go pick through the bone pile.
Wow.
I'd say, I need a new war club. I'd say, this looks good.
Wow.
This will do the job. This is the leg bone of a buffalo. So this is, like I said, the buffalo would protect us. It would feed us. It would help. It would do everything. I have behind Ramona. Let me just grab these two things. This is a buffalo jawbone. This is also a war club. This is the jawbone of a buffalo. Okay, so that's another war club. This is the shoulder blade of a buffalo. We could use this for many things. We could use this for digging, scraping away the sod. We could use it, we could make a paddle out of it. We could do so many things out of it. My favorite thing that I've done with one of these is I have my buffalo shoulder blade knife. So this is before steel, before bullets, before swords, before all that stuff that we were going to be introduced to during the invasion. This is what we would defend ourselves with. This type of stuff.
Go through any
those
metal
bones.
detector.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So this is,
Free metal.
that's, you know, that's part of the thing.
How come they didn't teach us about what we did to the American Indians?
Because
Yeah,
it's
that's
school.
what we
You know
were-
why?
exactly.
Because the Europeans wrote the history book.
Yeah.
They hide their guilt. They
pretty
hide their
sad.
Pretty
sins.
sad that
They hide their
I know.
sins
Even
in
today,
history.
they still don't
No, they
talk
still,
about
no, they don't.
And there are different history books in different parts of the country.
Right,
There's
yeah.
a Texas version that's just Texas.
it. Really?
Really?
Yes.
kidding.
And,
The
and
only
they,
true
yeah.
American
Yeah.
is a native.
But Betsy DeVos is going to help.
That's, I believe.
So this is
Yeah.
this is the fur that the fur traders were most we sought after. This was the money maker. This is beaver. This is what they wanted the most. You can feel it's very soft.
Oh, yeah.
Very soft. Okay.
That's the hide.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is that's the fur that they were sought after. Why were they sought after that? Because they were shipping them back
The
to
hats.
England and stuff. And this is a beaver. This is a real beaver fur hat. This
For
is
the
what they were
theater.
doing. This is a beaver fur hat.
Wow. Oh my gosh, so
And-
soft.
Yep. And this is an authentic one. It's an antique. This one here was made in Paris,
Oh,
and
boy.
the man's initials are in here because they would all go to a special thing, and they all had the same hat. So they put their initials inside the hat, and this is what they were sought after. If a native was wearing one of these, he got it. Somebody of importance would have a top hat. The regular townspeople, the regular settlers wouldn't have beaver top hats. People that had something to do with either politics or political things or higher ups in the towns or governors or somebody. So if you had a warrior wearing one of these hats in the village or on the battlefield, he took it from somebody. He either took it from a wagon train that was coming through or a stagecoach, or he took it from somebody, and this was a trophy. This wasn't just for fashion. This was like, yeah, it was me. You know, it was me. Same thing with the soldier's hat. It was, yeah, you wear this in battle. You let all the other comrades know that you're the one who got the hat.
Yeah.
I'm the one who got this. This was me. You know, so that's part of that. This is on loan to me for the rest of the weekend. This is an authentic gun, the same type of gun that Custer's men used, and this is one of the reasons why Custer's men did so poorly. Government issued gun. They took the lowest bid on the gun. Okay, it wasn't really tested in actual combat fighting. It was targeted. Wanted to see how it aimed, but they were after the price. Who had a cheap bid? This is a trap door gun. One shot at a time. It goes in here. They pull the trigger, they shoot, they push this button, it ejects the shell, one bullet at a time.
Versus the rapid fire. that
Yeah,
came
there was
later.
no rapid fire at the time. This was the next one up from muskets, from black powder. So, this chamber would get so hot from them firing it so many times that the shells would expand and they couldn't get them out of the gun. The guns picked up off the battlefield that are in museums that Custer's men used, most of them had gouge marks right here from their bayonets trying to pry the shell out. They couldn't get the shells out of the gun. So,
The shells, were they just like a
Couldn't
lead
fire it.
ball?
no, that's musket.
Oh, okay.
Actual
I get
bullet.
confused.
Bullet. Yeah, cartridge. The spent cartridge.
Uh-huh.
Couldn't come out.
They had cartridges?
Yeah, this was a cartridge gun.
Wow.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, they still make something that'll fit this gun. and the owner would like to fire it, but he's afraid to fire it.
Yeah.
You know, he's gonna have it X-rayed first.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
But this was found in a wall in Massachusetts,
Wow.
in an old home about 300-year-old home.
You don't know what town, do you?
I'm not sure.
Southborough?
I'm not
I know-
sure.
I know
But they
a friend
had
of
to
mine.
hide. They had to hide the weapons in the wall, because when the Civil War and stuff, they were coming in. They were taking over houses. They were taking everybody's weapons. So people would hide weapons in the walls.